Hello and welcome to my video. If you are watching this, I fucked up. I messed up. I did not apparently record audio for this video, and I will do my best to record a little bit of audio or video or whatever the hell I can do to try and get this working properly. We'll see how it goes. If you haven't noticed, we're playing Borderlands 4. I apologize. I am not very good at voiceovering because this is in DaVinci Resolve. It's different because I'm not used to this at all. I am not good at talking without doing something, let alone watching something. And DaVinci Resolve might not be the best when it comes to some bufferings, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna try this out and just see what happens because this will be a fun situation. Let me go test things out, and I hope y'all enjoy, alright? Peace. Alright, so for what we're doing today, it looks like, if I remember correctly, I was actually going to fight the Idolator Saul on the big Encore specifically because he dropped... his drop rate increased by 25% for each item, and he had, I think... he either had a gun or a... I can't remember if it was a relic or a class mod I wanted. But I don't think I ever got it, and that's what pissed me off. Also, can we really talk about immune phases like this? I am not a fan. I know a few other people have talked about it. But yeah, I am not a fan of this immune phase kind of shit. It is just not a part of what I want to do in video games. It is very annoying. It is a nuisance. Oh, what the hell? Even with... And I'm not gonna say I had the best setup. I had a pretty... What was it? The Lucky 7, I think I had. I had some gun in the game that was really good against Idolator Saul, a few others. I just can't remember what it was. Was it the Lucky 7? But regardless, I will say with Vex and some criticals and elemental status builds that I kind of did, this was not that bad. The problem was again immune phases. It was just annoying, man. It was just annoying. But we survived. We survived. I had fun. I think you might watch this. Right now I'm gonna fight him about a few times. I'm gonna fight him a few times, and I don't think I get a single class mod that I wanted. I got class mods for every other character, but not from... Damn it, y'all just reminded me. I need to go play a game with my, Axton and the Gravitor, person. I need to play the game with those two and see how that goes. I know Axton's like level 10 or something. Oh, what was it? Speaking of which, this build had a shield that dropped had an armor drop. So anytime you hit a person, or I think do a tick of damage, the shield lets you drop a shield booster. The gun, I think, which was the Lucky 7, had a critical hit, as well as a ricochet. I can't remember exactly what else it did, but it just did a lot of damage for some reason. I have the Hellwalker. Beautiful, beautiful gun. It's good, except for, sadly, any other, I would say, element that it has to fight against. So, flesh, it's great against, but it is... I will say this. I noticed a very funky problem with the Hellwalker. Sometimes the Hellwalker felt like it did not connect when it's shot. I don't know if it's one of its sticks it has or what, but it did not feel like it always hit. Like it sometimes, because whenever you shoot the gun and it hits somebody, your controller vibrates a little bit, or there's a feedback that you can kind of feel. Sometimes it did not feel like it shot or connected, but again, I think there is a gimmick to the gun that I don't know about, and I don't know what it is, so we'll live with it. But also the Bonnie and Clyde. The Bonnie and Clyde with critical hits and any sort of with Vex's kinetic damage status effect is a beautiful mix. At least for me. And this was on UVH2. Now, I'm not playing the game to try and get to UVH6 to necessarily because I don't build well to get to like to survive that much. But at the same time, it is what it is. I will say though, the game in general though is with Vex with a little bit of status critical and kinetic skills, it becomes a very fun game. I ended up having a lot of fun taking people away just with regular bullets, which is what made the Bonding Clyde such a good weapon, is that it's not an elemental, it's a kinetic damage if you God, what is it? Voice isolation. Okay, I can't do that. God damn it. Oh well. I apologize if this seems a little buffery. I am doing this on DaVinci Resolve, so it's not exactly the easiest thing to do. But again, see, and also remember, the big Encore does do more health and more, well, I wouldn't say more damage. It has more health and shields than regular, but the chance of items are far better. Which is funny because playing against Idolator Saul with Big Encore did not feel that bad. But I also have a shield that pretty much carries me, and I think almost never let me drop or die. So I kind of got lucky, or I kind of got a little smart with my build. Ooh, I really wish I could look up the gun I had in my hand. I know I don't know when I put my or go into my inventory. Oh no, also I've had like 4 or 5 legendaries drop off of this guy, the extolled goalkeeper. What is that? So it doesn't tell you the pistol, man. I don't like the goalkeeper. I'm not a fan of that and or the golden god. Like I just wasn't with like overheating and stuff. Like I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of them. I just didn't want to. I already had the Hellwalker, so I was good. One gun I have not had against with actually any character was TK's Wave, which I know is a really good shotgun depending on how you use it. But I know that's a good one. I know. I think what would happen was I wanted another shield that I had, or I wanted a copy of this shield again as well. I just couldn't remember how I got it. Oh no, there was a few times where I was running around trying to grab certain items just so I could fight off Idolator Saul and Vile Licter, because I'm trying to fight against the UVH challenges so I could go to the next one. So I was trying to grind a little bit, but I won't lie, kind of hard. Yeah, at this point too, I don't even really mess with purples, honestly. Oh, the beautiful Bonnie and Clyde. Oh, the beautiful, beautiful Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah, I think I tried a few more times to fight Idolator Soul, even though I don't know if I should have, but it is what it is. I'm trying to figure out what did I do here. It is what it is. Sorry, I guess I'm in my eye right now as I'm talking over this. Again, I apologize. Apparently, when I was recording this on Linux, it did not record the audio because Linux is a special boy. Linux is not a fan of recordings and stuff, or it does not like to record with OBS easily in certain ways. So I ended up playing this and a whole nother hour I think long video without having any audio. So yeah, that was fun. All right, let's see. Damn it, it still doesn't tell me what gun I had. The cruelest duelist. I definitely also wanted to collect a lot of the what is it called, the cosmetic paint jobs, but it's kind of hard to do so. Oh, ew. Oh god, no. Thank god I didn't do that. What cards? Customization. Orange. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so that's when I started changing the cosmetics. Okay. What was it? Oh yeah, I have a few phosphenes in the game. I have I think 3 now. Oh, that was interesting. That was interesting to get a phosphene. Ooh, I need to phosphine Bonnie and Clyde, but that will be hard. That will be hard to do. I mean, all of them will be difficult, but sorry, I'm having some coffee. Ooh, I like that. I like the default on that one. But then again, the Eternal Defender was pretty good too. Mm, nice. I mean, oh, never mind. I forgot. I leave so many shields down that it's hard to tell. It's strange because I mixed between the shotgun and the pistol so often in this battle between Idolator Soul that it was kind of difficult to tell what was doing more or better. Like, I don't know, it just is what it was. Like, the shotgun was doing great if you could really hit your shots, you know? The pistol. No, what was this? Oh, it's not the Lucky Seven. It's the pistol that when you shoot, it shoots up little orbs, like green little orbs, and then they hit the person, kind of like fireworks, but as a pistol, but a little bit different. Each shot, I think, I can't remember now. I can't remember. God damn it. Why is it? Why am I like this? I feel bad. Oh yeah, I will say the one thing about this battle is whenever he absorbs a person, he does it very quickly. It is not easy, or it's not like fast or slow. He does it quickly, and if you don't kill those people quickly, he will get his immunity phase back, and then that's a whole nother that right there like almost single handedly made me want to rage quit the battle because I was getting tired of having to go through like so many immune phases, which again, I think Killer 6 talked about this. We are not, a lot of people are not fans of having to stop the momentum. If there is a battle scene change, but you can still hurt the person or boss, that's fine. Like if he runs around and starts doing something new, but you can still hurt him, that's fine. But if he starts doing some shit that takes 45 seconds, oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. The orbs come up. But if he starts doing some shit that makes him immune for 45 seconds, you just kind of, I wouldn't say wasted our time, but it's just one of those things of like, bro, we're not here to. God damn it. I feel bad. I was also missing my shots there, but it's just one of those things where, yeah, even in the video, you can see I get a little pissed because I start cracking my neck and stuff. Like I'm over here like, bro, what the fuck, man? Yeah, no. Now, to be fair, I'm not sure if a lot of y'all know this, but when it comes to boss battles or any sort of encore you can do, the grunts in the field are almost always lesser than originally. What the fuck? Whatever. Sorry, something came up on my computer that was weird. But a lot of people don't know that the grunts in encore battles are almost always weaker than their normal counterparts in the game. I've noticed. Like some of them, you could shoot one shot with almost any gun and you'll kill them, even though you know you fought them before and you're like, ooh yeah, these are low. Now there are a few bosses like not Mimic, I think it's Mimicron. His grunts are, or no, his copy is very difficult, and like not Omnicron. Fuck you. The one time I have gone down from that bastard. I'm trying to remember though. Yeah, see the that's the reason why I use the shield because the shield just gave me all, or the drops just gave me all my shields back. Um, I'm trying to remember. There's a few other bosses where their grunts are actually a lot stronger than you think, but then again, that's part of their gimmick, I guess you would say. Mimicron's copy is strong, like very strong. Um, Not Observator. Or Observer Core. Um, what's his name? God, I can't remember. He's like Mimicron, but he's a floating priest version of him. He also makes copies of himself. I can't, not defender, divider. Yeah, the divider, I think his name is, or something like that. He also does the same thing. But outside of that, though, yeah, we're not big fans. Sorry for the tangents. It's just easier to spill my guts out here and talk. But yeah, no, the game. I don't know if it's just me and my age or time in life or whatever, but I've started to slowly not be as, how shall we say, go through the game with as much intent as I used to. I used to really, really, really enjoy Borderlands 3, Borderlands 2, but I was also younger. I I was younger. I had a lot more time. I don't know, something about the game, I just couldn't stick with it as much as I used to. But then again, it is what it is. Walk out. Yeah, two legendaries. I know I've had like three or four ones pop out. See, he got that different class. Goddamn Exo Soldier. God. Ooh, I want. I need to remember what I could do with the Exo Soldier. I feel bad now because now I'm kind of like, oh, what are all the different, the totalitarian. Wait, no, go back. Ah, damn it, never mind. There's a third. Oh yeah, deal extra damage. Okay, so that's what that was. I never. I feel bad because Killer Six does a very better job of this than I do, but I also, like I said, I don't have the time to constantly build and shit like this. I have to play for enjoyment and then, go work. No offense, YouTubers. But, no offense, YouTubers. But I will say I have a point of contention right now with YouTubers. And I know you can be like, well, what are you doing right now? It's like, well, I also have to go to work Monday through Friday. Like, this is just a hobby of mine. Like, I'm just doing this for fun. Because if you haven't noticed, I don't upload a lot. Because well, I'm also getting into the house now. But I will say I have a point of contention with YouTubers right now because it's one of those, um, it's one of those things a lot of people are going to say about, like, well, it's a job. It's like, it's a job in the same way commission's a job. But sorry, I'm having issues with Tim Pool because just how he talks about work and stuff is like, bruh, you chose to do this. Like, stop. But again, that's just, and you know what? I won't argue with Killer Six. I like what he does, and he does it very well, so he deserves it, and he doesn't complain about it. That's the difference. He doesn't complain. But as someone like a casual like me who literally does not have the time, the money, nor the space, or the computer space now to do this kind of shit, yeah, I don't want to hear people complain about oh, I had to work 10 hours on a video. Bruh, it's, oh shit, I'm dusty as hell in my room. I just don't want to hear. I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the complaints about it because it just sounds babyish. It's too, like I said, it's just too childish about it when you play video games. You're having the one of the best jobs any person could ever ask for, and you got lucky enough on YouTube that it liked you enough to keep you on. Again, a lot of people forget no one can just start YouTube. And like I said, even I tried and it doesn't do so well. But I also I want to do this as a hobby and as a kind of a log for all the games and fun times I've had. I don't want to do it just for everyone's entertainment and money. I don't want money. I have money. I don't mind. But I do this for fun. It's a hobby. It's something I enjoy and something I can get better at. So I do it. But I will say I don't know. Some people people bug me sometimes. But again, back to games. Games are fun. I will say though, getting older, I've gone to a bit of a point of bind where I'm starting to get bored of video games, which is weird because I've been a big fan of video games for since I was a kid. But the same time is I think all the internet arguing with the internet and video games, yeah, definitely isn't helping. But it is what it is. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot we started the Vile Licter section. This was not that hard. Oh, yeah, this was not that hard, only because the um the whole gimmick of the Vile Lictor section was that everything had a shield and everything could only be killed by criticals, which is great because I had a few skills that made to where body shots could be criticals sometimes, and critical hits for me at any point could also bounce very easily, and sometimes those could be criticals. Like it got very honestly, it got very easy. Like it was not that hard. Now, if you haven't, yeah, then there's shit like that. Sorry, I'm dying. I don't know why I picked up perp. Oh yeah, I pick them up to sell later, cause my, I see. I couldn't remember if it's actually the creature or the person that was immune, or it was the shield that made him immune for a good chunk. Oh, I hate the vials. By the way, I am I am not a fan of vials. Though those are absolute pain in my butt. But at the same time, they are somewhat fun looking back at it. Ooh, yeah, vials just became. But to be fair, if you have like a lot of explosive damage, you're fine, more or less. I don't know why I wasn't attacking the Vile Lord Knights. Oh, that's why. I don't have to worry. Oh yeah, they all. This was also a what's it called, bougie, where you have a lot of iridium. It was fun. This was another fun mission for me. I don't know why, but it was fun dealing with knowing my criticals did a lot more, because the criticals ended up doing. I don't know if the gimmick also increases your critical damage. All I know is them criticals were doing fucking numbers half the time. Sorry, I'm having some coffee too while I'm watching myself game. It's a strange situation. Sorry. People text me that are important, you know. Gotta keep people happy. But no, Borderlands 4, and oh yeah, they brought in pearls. Fuck. And so and the problem with the pearls is I can't even unlock them. I think unless I do the Ordinite whatever things, and even then that's small chances whatnot. I don't have the bounty pack, but oh well. I have no bounty. This is the one game I didn't buy almost anything for. Like I just bought the game and that was it. And God Jesus, I fucked up that one. Oh, I think this is why vials got more difficult though, because you can only damage their crystals, and then, damn, man, I won't lie, I made one hell of a build. Like it wasn't like perfect. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like a single use build. It was good for like general overall. I think just survivability and damage. But then again, I never tested it to really see how far certain elements of it could go. I do know that shield fucking carried though. That shield single-handedly carried me through a lot, which is what I was happy about. That's the only I won't lie. That's the only reason I survived nearly as far as I did. Um uh, Give me a second. I got to stop and let the game render some of my videos, all right? Be right back. Sorry. Vile or not? Oh, unstable. Oh, okay, okay. Sometimes I. Ooh, okay. There are certain vials that are not as bad, but then there are vials that are pretty bad. Actually, there is one group of bosses that is very annoying, and that is experiments like 236 or whatever. The two experiments plus what's his name? Fucking John, Jan. I don't know. It's the three boss battle technically. The one with the two creepers and then the man, the Mune Man, or Vile Man. That's the only time where Viles and the boss is not that bad. The Viles are actually worse for some reason because their health is like four times as much as normal. That's the only time that things really got hectic. Also, sorry, for some reason, I also need to check DaVinci Resolve and see if there's a way I can have the timeline render the whole thing because for some reason it does not do that. It doesn't actually open up all the frames. But then again, like when I'm doing this, it will buffer a little bit because it's trying to render it as well as let me voice over it, and it's kind of weird because you would think it would already have rendered for opening it up in this timeline, but I don't know. It's just a game, man. It's a game, bro. But let's see. Oh yeah, the low lays. Oh yeah, y'all gonna see some. Oh, shooting the Bonnie and Clyde. All right, let's see what happens. Oh yeah, I went and got my rope. Sorry about that. And then oh yeah, we're trying to continue the mission of Licter. Okay. Again, apologies. It's a little strange because, like I said, I recorded this, and apparently the Linux did not want to record, or OBS in Linux didn't want to record the audio. It was weird. So you're gonna see all. Then you let it in here. Oh yeah. For anyone who's seen this, uh, what was his name? Joyless Dylan. What is his name? Calder, Define Calder. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh damn. That's not good. Hmm. Still cool. But yeah, no, they had to kill Stellan. God damn it. Kill one of my best men. No, I don't know. But yeah, no, I won't lie, I like Vile Lictor as an enemy. Like he was cool. He him and Callus were pretty cool villains. Idolator Saul just seemed like a baby. Not necessarily in a bad way, but just kind of like not in a bad way, just kind of what was it, too needy to like try and get beside the timekeeper again. But again, I don't know. It's been we'll see. So I think I was trying to get back to go and start on this mission. Who the fuck? Ah! Shit, sorry. I had someone texting me. And sadly, this was an important person. Ah, Wellspring, go do this thing. Reach power substation, absolutely. I don't think I get to the end of where I need to in this video, though, if I remember correctly. Oh well, that's fine. I'm listening. Ooh. Sorry, it's hot in this room. Oh yeah, I forgot I never grabbed that for some reason. I always knew that was there. Collectibles. I will say, to be fair, I will say I'm a fan of the open world scenario of Borderlands. I get it; they have like different areas, but there's no like actual load screen, and I'm appreciative of that. Outside of uh sanctums or sanctuaries or big boss maps, I don't mind that, but I do like the whole open world shtick they had there. Like I think they did very well with it. I know a lot of other people might not be as happy about it. But again, that's kind of the same thing that Borderlands 2 and 3 did. Like, the only difference is there's no load screen. Like, everyone knows Borderlands was pretty much open world. The only difference is you just had to go through a door every now and then, which wasn't bad. Some of them seemed okay, like when you went to the not the auger mines, the caustic mines in Borderlands 2 under the city. Stuff like that kind of seemed like yeah, you gotta do that. Or go under the city when Sanctuary leaves or disappears. That seemed like, how should I say, within reason. But I do like how they did this game. Like this was a good way of putting things out there. The collectible stuff still kind of like now I will say putting all of the personal upgrades behind SDUs or SDKs, and those can only be found or grabbed if you what you call it, if you do all those like side quest stuff. That I am not a fan of. Shit like that, no. You need a little bit more. We need a little more freedom of how to grab those, cause that's not as cool because you actually have to go around and do stuff. You're forced to do stuff. I don't like that. Stuff like that you need to be a now like the loot system and how you have to grab like certain like the auger mines, the drill sites, and the order bunkers. That makes sense. Stuff like that, so you can grab defeat those bosses and grab their loot and their specific drops. That is fine. I do not mind stuff like that. That kind of seems a little more that seems more like Borderlands, where hey, this person has specific loot, go after them. The one problem, well, I can't really call it a problem. Borderlands 2 did the same thing. They just did it a little differently because all the bosses were more or less story based. So I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to think now. How did No, I'm trying to remember how Borderlands 2 did with certain people. Oh, you had to find the Easter eggs of all the you had to find the Easter eggs of all the bosses and stuff, like secret bosses and stuff like that, hidden people. You had to do that, but you also had loot midgets in that game, where if you couldn't find a gun, you at least had a little bit of a chance of grabbing something cool. Um, but that's the other thing. Borderlands 2 had, I wouldn't say more. Borderlands 2 had more bosses directly based. I'm trying to remember based on the story and stuff. While this game does not have as many bosses, but you do have more. Well, you have a different way of going to the bosses. That's a good way of putting it. Borderlands 2's story had a lot of the bosses in general. Like you had to find them and you had to fight them eventually to get them. This game's a little bit more. You can find them and fight them and kill them and get their loot. God, no. This was a fun mission. I won't lie. This was a fun way of getting shit because they also were bougie, so you get a bunch of shit. You get a bunch of iridium. God, what was it? I think the new Vile Ordinita or Ordinita mine thing was 200 iridium, which is like shit, man. I don't got that. I don't got that kind of money. Well, I think I do. I think I have like 8,000 iridium. Still though, I can't remember. I was trying to grab this silo because I forgot about this silo. I could not remember how to get to that one. Oh, I think I do finally. No, I can't. I remember it's not over there. I thought it was, but it wasn't. I thought it was originally over there, but no. Wreck of the Seventh Cradle. Huh. The Wreck of the Seventh Cradle. Is that a reference or like a off put of another wreck that eventually like the wreck of number nine, the train, or is that an actual reference to something? Because Borderlands will make references to stuff, which I do like. I do like that a lot. La 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 la. I just couldn't. I will say I could not. Oh, and then I think I looked over and I finally saw how you got over there. Yeah, I immediately figured out how you got over there, which is kind of annoying because that one was a little. Ooh, I'm sorry. It's warm in my house right now as I speak. I'm sorry. It's warm in here. To be fair, I also had a lot of coffee, really spicing up my blood. You know. I do like the vehicles, but the vehicles again have no damage in a way. Like they just feel like they have no damage. So if you try to use them, you're not gonna do anything. Kind of like true Vault Hunter mode in Borderlands 2 and Ultimate Vault Hunter. Like your vehicles are useless in those in Borderlands 2. Like you're not gonna do anything. Well, no, Ultimate no in True Vault Hunter mode, it's okay. Like it will pull you around a little bit, but to a certain point, it becomes useless. Like you just can't do anything. Goddamn. Uh, La da dee, la da da. Oh, I remember. I don't even have, I think, any upgrades on my person or like any glider upgrades. Nope, nope. I take that back. I have, I think, one so far. I think I did kill a boss when my girlfriend was here. I do think, because I think I showed her. But yeah, no, still. Oh, fucking vials. Oh yeah, I just ran. I didn't care. Now, if I also remember, you can't unlock these during the missions. That pissed me off. That personally pissed me off because I was like, bruh. But whatever, it is what it is. And then a goddamn vial was stuck above the building, so it was really hard to get around. Yeah, goddamn vial. Without explosives or major ricochets, it's kind of hard to defeat a vial in some ways, in certain ways. You can get around it, or just be very accurate, but fucking flying monsters are kind of hard to kill. Oh yeah, he just kept shooting me with a goddamn acid laser or whatever. That was annoying. Very hard to destroy the crystals on that thing. Yeah, at that point I don't even. Oh yeah, I forgot I got some. What the fuck did I get? Was it a goddamn sniper? I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of snipers. Yep, kind of got with revenge. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of snipers in general. Like, I just not my thing. If I built like certain builds around them, yeah, I probably could be fine. But I don't know, something about them just I don't know, not my thing. But yeah, you can't unlock silos during UVH missions. Learned that the hard way. So I was like, fuck it, let's just keep going. Ooh, sorry, this coffee is ho 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 ho, splashing. Oh, oh, the coffee's getting me. Ooh. Yes. Again, sorry about the lateness of this video. It is. Oh, I have not had a lot of time to do anything because I've been an adult. Like I just did my taxes. I just fixed my car a little bit, cleaned it up, cleaned up my house, got a washer and dryer. Like it's been a time. It's been one hell of a time. Okay, so the okay. Ding dong. Right in the face. Ugh, that shield, that shield I have, like, really did single-handedly carry me through that game. If it wasn't for that shield, any other shield probably would have never let me pass through the game like that. Sorry, my stomach's moving. I won't lie though. Again, this was a fun mission. Funny enough, like I might act like I got pissed off a lot. It was a fun mission because of how the gimmick of it worked. It just worked very well for my build. I don't know about y'all, but criticals, um, and having the body shots be considered critical sometimes. Oh yeah, that was wonderful. But then again, all my elemental stuff and all that stopped working for it. So take it or leave it. Not like you have an option. This is one of the missions for UVH, so you don't have an option. It's weird. The Hellwalker works well against elements sometimes, and then sometimes it doesn't. Like you know, it's a thing. But anywho's, this looks like this is the end of the video. So I will hope you have a good one, and I'll see you later. All right, peace.